I think we've all been there. Wake up one day, you feel like the heart is kind of clamping, and you think to yourself, this is the time I will get a heart attack and die now. I'm part of the statistic. So of course you would do like every sane person, starting to call up your parents, telling them how much you love them, writing your will, maybe booking a doctor's appointment, as you should. But then after you're going to the doctor, you realize, yes, this is just one random nerve that just decided to act weird, and by doing that actually maybe giving you a heart attack. Or you wake up with a slight cold and you Google what could having a sore throat mean as a symptom. Maybe go on some doctor website that describes the different things having a sore throat is. But you realize, yes, it's either cold or you have cancer. There's nothing in between. Always will be one thing that is extremely over-described and you will get anxious as fuck. Or just some common cold, stubbing your toe, the everyday stuff. And of course, because you see the little goose, you'll very likely click on the big dangerous symptoms and possible causes button. And before you know it, you feel like your head is swirling, you have a high fever, but in reality, you just read the things and kinda placebo it. I'm starting to get a few years on this internet thing, and honestly, I have done exactly what I just described. And I guess that little indie YouTuber personality into the video, I will tell you about a time from my childhood. A good story. And like any other good story that takes place in 2010, behold, we are currently in my 10-year-old bedroom. And of course, all those Lego bricks are here to be as a safety systems against people that would steal my Pokemon cards. But even more important than my Pokemon cards, I have unlimited access to the internet and no supervision. Of course, I wake up early. I have to get ready for school. It's a cold winter day. But when I wake up, I feel a pinch around my chest. Of course, I was around 10 or 11 at the time. I was so scared. I heard so many talks. Specifically, my dad loved to talk about how it's the most common way to pass away in Denmark. Of course, he didn't mean it in a bad way. I assume he just wanted to ensure me that not really bad things could happen. For what I assume must have been minutes, that little me think probably was hours, I was just laying there while my chest was pinching. And I was just so ready for me to be taken away. I was ready to see the flashbacks, I was ready to get the whole heart attack as a 10-year-old. And after a little bit, I stood up and everything was fine. I ran into my mom's room and she told me there's nothing to worry about, but of course I didn't believe her. Later that day after school, came home and googled the symptoms and I was terrified. I was so terrified that my mom booked a doctor's appointment so a doctor could tell me that I was wrong. And 10-year-olds doesn't get heart attacks. Of course, the difference between now and the 2010 that short content nowadays is king. So fast, dopamine hitting, very condensed, easy to scroll and watch a bunch of videos, is a broad thing that every platform kinda supports in a certain way. If you take a short 10 hours scroll doom session through any platform like TikTok, you will likely have 10 diagnoses, 5 vitamin deficiencies, and you need to fix your posture. I'm looking directly at you right now. Please just fix your posture. Gonna have back pain tomorrow. Not medical advice. Your Honor, since I said not medical advice, the prosecution can clearly not sue me for a quote medical mispractice. But do know you're here for tax fraud. Oh man, that's also a part of the internet that I just can't get behind. We have so many people providing legal and medical advice without really having the credentials to provide that. It's always like, if you say no to the police officer, he cannot touch you. And it's always followed by, yes, not legal advice, or yes, not medical advice. I love that shit, honestly. Just kinda giving you, the dear viewer, a little bit of knowledge. There's a reason why it takes so long to become either a lawyer or become a doctor or a medical professional. Of course, some of this content could be kinda bad for you maybe, especially if you start to overthink all your symptoms about anything. But assume it's like any other type of content, just consume it in moderate amounts and don't overthink what you have. And oftentimes it just breaks down to go and seek a doctor, and if there's anything wrong with you, he will likely find out what is wrong with you. But it's also some of the smaller things where you have the kinda counterculture to those medical content. I'm not sure if you've seen this, but on my feed I also find a lot of skeleton chiropractor videos. It's always like, take a deep breath. Relax, 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 take a deep breath. Yep, that's the spot, that's the spot. Just keep breathing, keep breathing. And exhale, good job. Of course, these type of videos are clearly satire about actually chiropractor work. But if you happen to watch some chiropractor videos, you will notice it have the same, I think the best way to say is aesthetic. Well, also why I think this type of content is hilarious, even though it's the same joke over and over again. Another trend I've been noticing is having operations or ear cleaning videos inside of the content. In the video straight after that, it's gonna be a story where one of the slides is just a guy cleaning out poor little Timmy's nose because he was stuffing carrots up there or something like that. It's already so graphic. And the worst one is like you have the video audio of the ear cleaning videos with slight audio, so maybe you pay attention to it and just hear it like move around and how he scrapes and stuff, and I'm just, it's so disgusting. And of course we cannot forget about the health videos. The go work out, the gym tuck as they call it. You know, the videos where the big men will flex their muscle and just, these are always so great. Because on the one side you will have the normal content creators that talk about, yes, you need to focus a little bit more on your lateral raises. You clearly have an awful form. But then you have the opposite side about, yes, 1 cycle, 1 hurt, steroids are cool, and you can only get as big as humanly possible if you eat 10,000 calories each day and drink a ton of chocolate milk. Shout out to Samsung, like he's a fucking monster, dude. Of course, these type of content creators often have supplements, pre-workout, or even protein powder. And like the content, it will always be the two extremes. On the left side, you have the classical book powder. Remember to hit your macros, all your fibers, 1 scoop a day, keep the doctor away or something like that. But then on the opposite side, you have 12 demon fingers, now with strawberry flavor. And it clearly has 500 milligrams of caffeine, methamphetamine, morphine, cocaine, and all the other vitamins a young man needs for growing up to become like his favorite content creator. And as a subculture of a subculture, I think some of these brands are just awesome. I know most of these pre-workout is probably not healthy for you because they have high amount of caffeine. But dude, the branding is amazing. I love to see it. More of that, please. And if you want to gain 1,000 badillion kilos of muscles, not medical advice, smiley face, you should like and subscribe. Share the video around if really appreciate it. And just maybe you will get all the muscles. I'll just catch you guys slacking. 97% of you guys just watch me without subscribing. You should definitely go subscribe. Thank you guys so much. It helps me a ton. Back to the video. Of course, another type of content that I just love to consume because it's like junk food is the type of content that revolves around pseudoscience. But the content that is so over the top about this stuff is hilarious. Of course, when we talk about healing crystals, we have to remember the classics.
Anyways, I bought a whole bunch of shungite rocks. Do you know what shungite is? Anybody know what shungite is?
With a lot of the newer things going around with Dr. Disrespect, this could very well be a little bit of a poor taste. Well, just remember, guys, Shook Knight will save your life.
Not Shook Knight.
My bad, guys. I forgot Shook Knight was in
prison.
prison. Of course, if you're one of those hot crystal mummies, feel free to collect as many crystals as you want and have a good time doing it. But after a quick Google search, it's very simply there's no evidence at all that crystals have any healing effects. I do think we're getting to a territory where this is straight up dangerous, because a lot of these practices are targeted towards either kids or other people that have problems, either by health or financial or other type of means. They're often woven in by snake salesmen selling the wonder cure to anything. And of course, these people that rely on this type of pseudoscience or pseudo-medication are often the most desperate and vulnerable people you can find. Really just want answers, they want help. But I think we need to talk about the difference between this type of content, because like any type of content, it could be seen as entertainment. I know it's very hard on the internet to see what is real, what is fake, because scammers, snake salesmen are getting very better day by day of being able to hide these type of practices. And therefore, please, if you have any health problems, any legal problems, any problems at all, don't listen to content creators and go seek a licensed professional that can help you. And try not to get too bummed out watching some of the content on all the platforms we have nowadays. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. You know the drill now, join the Discord, link in the description. And if you're a fellow YouTuber like me, go check the second channel. We have a ton of non-copyrighted, totally 100% free gaming B-roll videos. Either way, I think that's it. And if this video getting out as planned, I hope you guys have some wonderful holidays and a happy new year. Again, thank you guys for watching. See you guys. Bye.